Today we are seeking fund for free-to-play mobile game studio. Let me tell you regarding the problem first. The mobile game market is actually exploding. We all know that the smartphone market is actually exploding from 2 billion to 6 billion by 2020. And other than that, I have two reports with me. One is a NASCOM App Annie report. It shows the worldwide top 5 game downloading is from India. And other than that, the revenue, that's right now Indians are downloading 200 million worth games. That's revenue is going to grow to 1.1 billion by 2020. And the CAGR report shows that the worldwide the smartphone market has 23%, is growing in 23%, but by 2020 it is growing to 87%. That just shows that the market is exploding, and the Indian market is exploding in a many-fold growth. So the Indian gamers need more Deshi games. So coming to the solution, there are for Indian market there are typically there are two type of games. One is the cricket games that every time we will see in search there will be a lot of games based on cricket. And other than that, another successful business model is to create games based on very successful Bollywood hit films. These are some of the statistics based on games that have performed very well. Like there are 1 to 5 crore installation for Bahubali, the game recently launched. Then for Krish 3 there is a 1 to 5 crore installation. There are other games also making substantial revenue also. So let me come to the revenue business model. The revenue business model is the most promising business model right now. This is the only business model that's now sustainable in the industry. It's a free-to-play game business model. The free-to-play games, if the game is in the top 40 to 60, this game is going to get $20,000 per day. In the Google Play Store, if the game is in the top 20, if it is extremely addictive game, that's something you need to remember this in the word addictive. It's the extremely addictive game, it is going to get $500,000 per day. It's a very, very competitive business, and a game will have a shelf life of 1 to 3 years. So typically a free-to-play game needs a highly experienced team with up to 25 team members, and it needs cost about 1.5 crores. Again, it can be done by very simple small companies, but what I'm saying is that in order to create a highly talented team members, the initial cost of investment is actually this. Then I will show you some of our team members how individually worked in some $1 million projects. I will show you the details of the project. The $1 million project is a millionaire city. One of our CTO, he was in his previous capacity as a digital chocolate CTO. He has worked in titles like Millionaire City, in Hollywood City. These games, in the initial phase, these games has grab a revenue of $1.1 million per year. And then after 1 to 3 years, this revenue is going to be diminished, and that even in the last shelf life, it's actually getting $0.2 million per year. This I'm telling, these are our core team members. Me and my twin brothers, actually we are only right now in board the ship. Others are actually waiting to board the ship. This is our CTO. He is in his previous capacity was working as a CTO of Digital Chocolate, and he is a producer of Dhruva. And our art director Jay Krishnan, he in his previous capacity was past as assistant director Game Shastra. He has worked in title like Farmville. Our animation director, he is in his previous capacity, he's worked as animation lead, big animation. He worked in title like Krishna Outcomes. This is the biggest animation movie India ever produced. Our game designer Ryan, he has worked in the previous capacity as a game designer of Apar Games. And we are working with a lot of expert free-to-play game producers worldwide in the market. So what exactly is the capability of the team to deliver an international quality product is that we specialize in developing addictive games. Our games, the previous games have won multiple awards. So this is the last game that we have developed. This is developed for, this game has got multiple awards. The Best Quality Art Award in Game Connection America. The judges were from Ubisoft, Blizzard Entertainment, and Chilingo. Other than that, we are the first company to get KSRDC seed fund of 25 lakhs. We are the first company to get KSRDC seed fund award of excellence 2015, and we got some nominations. So as a studio, we have two business models. One is the bread and the butter. the bread comes from the service side and the butter, this comes from this IP games. This is actually a heavy investment, but at the from some time, this is actually the business model that's only going to sustain in the future. In the India specifically, the Indians have a reluctance. They are very conservative. They don't want to spend much cash. They only pay only if they feel that content is actually worth. So only model that is going to sustain in India, and the Indian market is extremely huge. So only model that is going to sustain in India is this free-to-play business model. And if you are going interested in investing in what you call Indian mobile industry, I think free-to-play business model is something that's very much interesting. I'll show you two videos, 1 minute video of our past game.
One day the Dark King will come to steal me. You save me.
For centuries, I have waited. I've lost everything. Now your daughter will pay the price.
So one main specification, main advantage that we have is that we have specialization in developing addictive games. The top 3 Marapet games have been developed by us, and the past game itself has won many awards. So our specialization and our team members have worked in $1 million projects. We have a good team, but the team is waiting to about. So
Looking for
we are looking for fund to build studio.
what quantum?
Yes, we are looking for 2 crores because it's to run a studio 1 year. It's per month it's actually costing some 12 lakhs per month, and it's 50 lakhs we are expecting for investing in building infrastructure, because the last time we actually built this studio, this game inside a 500 square feet incubator space provided by KSDC. Actually it's very difficult to run a project like that inside an incubator space. That's why I'm seeking the length, maybe the next project.
How much does it cost to make a game like this?
Dakota. Huh? Actually it is actually a little costly. It's actually cost around 2-3 crores.
How would the cost be split? If I were to ask you the cost structure for making this film that entails 2 to 3 crores, how would it look? Where would the money go in making a film like this? Where would those 2-3 crores go?
Actually, it is purely mainly for salary, team member salary, because we need to hire core team members. These team members are highly, what do you call, precious talent. We need to provide them, even though we are running a startup, we need to provide them at least the salary that they have been provided in the previous company. So that's the main problem. Salary is the issue. Other is the rent, usual rent and general running costs. Yeah.